also. So Krishna comes down in this material world. Yada yada hi dharmasya paritranaya sadhunam. That's Krishna's main intention of coming here, and he attracts the heart of the devotees towards him. And when we see Krishna's this wonderful pastimes, and we get astonished by seeing, wow, what wonderful pastimes Krishna is performing, then we get attracted by Krishna's charm. And once a devotee gets attracted by Krishna, he gets purified. And when he gets purified, then he can enjoy Krishna's pastimes. Okay, so before Krishna appeared in this material world, as you all know the story, Krishna told all the demigods to appear in the Yadu dynasty, and also in the dynasty of Nanda Maharaj, and in Vrindavan and everywhere. So all these different demigods, they actually took birth before Krishna came. Similarly, when Lord Rama came, all these demigods, they appeared as monkeys, as bear, and other personalities. They came to assist Lord Ram into his Leela. Like for example, Sugriv was son of sun god. Okay, Hanumanji is Lord Shiva himself. So many demigods, they came to help in performance of Lord's pastimes. So they all came. So what happens when Krishna comes? Before that, all these purified entities, who can actually eventually become uh, demigods, they all come to enjoy Krishna's pastimes. So at our level, how can we understand this? That we are performing bhakti, but all of us may not be able to make it 100%, or maybe say perfect our life in bhakti. For example, if I am performing bhakti, I might be able to complete or perform bhakti say 30% in my life. Somebody else might perform 40%, somebody else might perform 50%, somebody might perform 80%, or somebody might even perform 100% and go back home, back to Godhead. But Krishna says, Neha bhi karma nasosti pratyavayo na vidyate salpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. That there is no harm, there is no loss in this endeavor. Whatever little bit bhakti we do, it is preserved. Krishna says, yoga kshemam vahamyaham. He actually provides what we lack, and he preserves what we already have. So if somebody has performed say 81% bhakti in his life, and suppose he dies, so from his next life it will start from 82%, and he will get chance to ultimately go back home, back to Godhead. Or sometimes when the living entities gets purified, they also go on the upper planetary system, like say in heavenly planet, and you become demigod. And then when you become thoroughly purified, okay, and when you enter into Krishna's pastime, sometime when Krishna comes on this material world, he sends this living entity, okay, you please go, before I go there, you go and assist me there. So maybe if we are able to perform our bhakti in such a way that we actually go to Krishna, and then sometimes Krishna will tell us to come down and also participate in his Leela. So when Krishna is killing Kamsa in that wrestling match, in wrestling arena, okay, we can be like a spectators there and say, yes, Krishna, wow, well done, Maro. Because I remember one time, we were watching one movie, and in the theater, Sunny Deol is fighting with villain, and somebody at the back of the theater, they are shouting, yeah, mar Sunny, mar Sunny, mar, yeah, well done, like this. So it's a hero which is fighting on the screen, which is actually not true, it's false. Okay, it is just a drama, but people get so engrossed in drama that they are actually encouraging Sunny Deol, who cannot hear them, on the screen, and saying, yeah, mar Sunny, mar. So he's trying to kill. So when we see Krishna like this, we will shout, yeah, Krishna, Shabase, Bamsi Wale, Shabase. If you go to Vrindavan, the Brajvasis have this bhav that when Krishna performs wonderful pastimes, when Krishna kills a demon, they shout like this, Shabase, Bamsi Wale, Shabase. Yeah, well done, Krishna. Kya mara hai tune? Yeah. So when Krishna gives one fish to Chanur, Dishum, the people become so happy, devotees become joyous, and they say, yeah, wow. So like that, sometimes maybe if Krishna so desires, we are on our progressive path of bhakti. So our efforts are never wasted. We are taking one step towards Krishna, and Krishna takes 10 steps towards us. So maybe sometimes if we are lucky enough by the grace of Srila Prabhupada, our Guru Maharaj and Lord Krishna's unlimited blessing, we can actually enter into this pastime, or if not physically, at least by hearing, we should enter into the pastimes. So hearing is such a powerful process. Shravanam, this is the first limb of our devotional service. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that, out of this 9 process of devotional service, Shravanam and Kirtanam is the most potent, so every single day, Nashta Prayashu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya, which we are doing it actually. Every single day one should hear about the unlimited pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna. And the more we hear about the pastimes, more we become part of that pastimes. And I'm sure sometimes the great devotees, when they narrate Leela of the Lord, devotees who are hearing the Leela, they actually enter into the pastimes. I know many times when I hear Maharaj, when he's trying to narrate the Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, we feel as if it is going right in front of our eyes. Okay, so when Prabhupada is speaking about Sri Krishna, or when some great devotees are speaking about Lord Krishna's pastimes, it actually comes right in front of us. And for a time being, sometimes if you are really sincere hearing the pastimes of the Lord, you will feel it. We will feel that, oh yeah, we are part of the pastimes. Yeah, so nice. So just imagine, that if we sufficiently hear about Sri Krishna, then we will be enter into the pastime. So our method is actually not, seeing Krishna. So as Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, that don't try to see Krishna. Try to serve him in such a way that he wants to see you. And he says that we should try to see Krishna not by our eyes, but through our ears. He was giving a Bhagavatam class in Vrindavan. And in between Bhagavatam class, some of his disciples, great disciples, they came in between the Bhagavatam class and they sat. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur asked that, where were you? So they say, oh, they also addressed him Prabhupada. So they said that, oh Prabhupada, we had gone to take darshan in the local temples here. And then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur gave a very super important verdict. He said that leaving the spiritual discourse on Srimad Bhagavatam given by our spiritual master and going to have darshan of the deities is like doing time pass. I am repeating again. Please open your ears so that you can clearly see it. He says that मैं फिर से दोहराता हूं, कान खोल दो ताकि आप स्पष्ट रूप से देख सको. He says मैं फिर से दोहराता हूं, कान खोल दो ताकि आप स्पष्ट रूप से देख सको. So if we hear about Krishna, we will eventually be able to see Krishna. But if we don't hear about Krishna and just go to see Krishna, what we will see? We don't have that much of love that we can see Krishna and appreciate Krishna's beauty. Vedum Kadantam Narvinda Dalaya Taksham. No, when Brahmaji, when he sees Krishna, he can feel it actually. But when we feel, and sometimes therefore that happens, that when we go in front of the deities, we don't have any kind of feeling in our heart. But if we hear about Krishna's pastimes, if we hear about Krishna's beauty, if we hear about Krishna's qualities, if we hear about Krishna's power, Krishna's position, Krishna's pastimes, then obviously when we see Krishna, we will be able to see in such a way as the ladies of Mathura were seeing Krishna. So when ladies of Mathura, they heard about Krishna so much, when Rukmani Devi, she heard about Krishna so much that, she developed love with Krishna. So this is very nice.